So for everyone that doesn't want to go on air suspension because they want the ability to drive low, here is your solution. Bag Riders just came out with their own line of struts called the Bag Riders Super Low. We got a set for our BRZ, and today we're gonna go ahead and install it. All right, boys, I know the BRZ is looking kind of crazy right now. We got the wide body kit on. Yes, the stock wheels are actually back on. Unfortunately, the works had to come off. I dropped them off yesterday at the powder coating shop to get redone. We're gonna relip them. They're getting an entire new color. So when they're gonna be back on the car, they're actually gonna fit this time, and they're gonna look completely different from the last time you guys saw it. So for right now, the BRZ is kind of looking a little dinky right now. We're just gonna have to live with it. But did you guys see this suspension? Dude, this thing is gorgeous. So you guys already know I'm a huge sucker for some good packaging, and Bag Riders killed it with this packaging, dude. First of all, this foam. It's just some crazy thick foam. Like, I could legit take this box, drop it off the top of our little storage area we have, and this air suspension would be totally fine because there is just some super thick protection going on for the air struts. Not only are these bags just super secure, but I just love the box. Packaging wise, they killed it. It is on point. Also, the struts look pretty fire too. I love the all black design. My two favorite colors are black and purple. So if this little locking ring was purple, I just don't think it could get any better than that. But the blue looks cool too. All black design, looks super fire. So we got the rear struts and the front struts. One thing I'm really happy about is that these actually come with adjustable camber plates. Oh. All right, oopsies. Let's just slip that back on. All right. So these actually come with adjustable camber plates, and it looks like you can adjust it a lot. It looks like you have a ton of adjustability here. Normally air struts don't come with this much adjustability. This is a lot. Usually they only come with a little bit of adjustability. I actually have slotted top hats on the car currently, just so I can get a little bit more camber out of the front. It actually looks like these top hats might be good enough. I probably don't have to run slotted top hats anymore. It also came with a little accessories box, but let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, sweet. We got 2 leader lines, which is awesome. Leader lines in the front are a must. This is the first time I've ever seen a black leader line. On the car currently, you guys will see that we have stainless steel leader lines, and they're just colored like stainless steel, but damn, in black looks so much better. Let's go. A wrench for adjusting the height, and then a bunch of different fittings. It looks like it came with a 1/4 inch and 3/8, which is awesome because we have a 1/4, but if you had 3/8, you could also just hook up a 3/8. And then an elbow fitting, which we are definitely going to use. That's awesome. Let's open up the rear. Oh, no way! Oh, we got leader lines for the rear too? Bro, that is awesome. All right, so that is huge. That is huge. So my struts came with leader lines for the front, but they did not come with leader lines for the rear. And this came with leader lines. That is awesome. I don't know if you guys know or not, but leader lines for the rear too, that's huge. So a lot of people don't like air suspension because you ride super high and it doesn't look good when you're actually rolling. It only looks good when you're parked and it's aired out. Well, Bag Riders went ahead and fixed that issue. They made air suspension that you can actually ride low with. So you can air out, you'll be on the floor, it'll look dope. You can air up a little bit, ride super low to the ground, and you'll still have all the performance capabilities out of these air suspension. You can ride super low, making your car look dope while it's rolling, and you still have full suspension performance capabilities. This technology is something super new. They just came out with these air struts this month, so I'm really excited to throw it onto the BRZ, give you guys a little review of how they ride and all that good stuff. Honestly, I think you guys are gonna start seeing super lows on pretty much every car because why would you not? These things look super gangster, but they would look even better on the car. So let's go ahead, jack up this pain in the ass, and get to the install. So here is the current air suspension. I'm running PSI air struts. They did me well, but I'm really excited to try out the new Super Lows. Of course, you guys can see though what I mean. This is the stainless steel leader line, and this is silver. You barely ever see it, so it didn't bother me too much, but I would so much rather prefer it be in black. You'll be able to hide this so much better. It won't just stick out like a sore thumb like every other leader line I've ever seen in my life. Currently, we have a double bellow. We're swapping it out for a single bellow. And also, I think these might be a little bit slimmer, so we'll probably be able to slide it over more for some more camber. for a little upgrade, baby. Blue isn't even one of my top 5 favorite colors, and I just have so much blue going on in this car right now. Maybe I'll just powder coat everything to purple one day, but this strut is looking just so much better. I love the black leader line. I know I keep obsessing over it, and it's just such a small little detail, but I just love that leader line so much. The top of the strut is in. I just have to hook up the rest of the strut. One thing I want to note is that I raised the strut, I guess you can say. I lowered the knuckle part, but I raised the strut basically. This car, as you guys can see, is kind of in its middle phase. We have a ton of work left to do, so I want this car to be high up off the ground as much as possible. That'll make it easier to put onto our lift. For the meantime, I have this strut extended out hella. I want to be able to air up this car a lot. We'll slam it to its nuts later down the line, but for now, this is how we're gonna run it. Dude, look at this. It's such a little tiny bag. The front is almost done. The rear, I'm not even gonna record that. You guys have seen it a million times. Driver's side is done. I'm gonna throw the wheels back onto the car, and then all we have left is the passenger side, and then we can put the car on the ground. Oh my god, that's so sick. Holy shit. Oh, yo, so you just air out and it just sits where it needs to go.
It just sit right there. They make a
bracket
for it just to make it better, but you cut the kickstand off. Yeah. There's that right there.
God damn. I was literally just about to start my car and I hear a bike and I'm like, yo, that's definitely him. Like,
I had to come quick. Make sure you still hit.
Good morning, boys. So as you guys just saw, yesterday I got a little distracted because my buddy pulled, oh. I just screamed so bad. Oh, maybe I'll put the, oh! I'm putting the camera down. Ooh, oh. Good morning, boys. It is the next day. As you guys just saw in the last clip, your boy here got a little distracted. My buddy pulled up yesterday with his Grom, and I just love anything with a motor on it that's fun to ride. Of course, Groms are like one of the most fun things you can ever have, and I went riding on it. It was a ton of fun, and now I really want one. I know Groms have absolutely nothing to do with what we usually do on a normal basis and has nothing to do with what we're doing here today, but if you guys want to see a Honda Grom build on the channel, get me to 1,000 likes. 1,000 likes, and I promise you guys, I'll either get a Grom or a Ruckus, and we'll build it on the channel, and it's going to be a ton of fun. But that's besides the point. Today we're still talking about the new air suspension we have on the car. The car is officially outside, and it's actually still lower than I was expecting it to be. Currently we are aired out. The car looks like it skipped leg day for its entire life. Keep in mind that we raised the struts a lot, so the car could touch the ground if we wanted it to, but I didn't want to do that just yet. Once we get the Workmeisters back from the powder coating shop, we'll dial in fitment and get all of that situated. But damn, oh, I love the side angle. Just a little refresh. All we did yesterday is swap out my old PSI air struts for the new Bag Rider Super Low Air Struts. I barely went over it, but basically these air struts are meant to drive low with. A lot of people like to go static because they want the ability to drive low. When you normally drive low on air ride, it's not that great of a suspension feel. It's the performance of the suspension is not there. Bag Riders is changing the game. They basically made air struts that you can actually ride low with. So we're gonna be able to take corners in this thing. I don't really know how much I'm gonna be pushing it in this thing, but if you guys wanna push it in your Bag Rider Super Low Air Struts, you guys have the ability to do so. I was thinking originally that you might not have that much suspension travel just because it is a tiny bag. So keep in mind that we switched over from a double bellow airbag to a single bellow basically airbag. So I was assuming that we might have 1 to 2 inches of travel maybe, but no, look at this. So we're aired out right now, right boys? Let me air this thing up all the way. Look at that. Dude, it's insane. We're straight monster trucking it, dude. Look at that, that's insane. I measured it yesterday. I believe it's about 3.75 inches of travel up and down. That really did surprise me. I wasn't expecting it to go that high. Let's get in here. Look at that. That little itty bitty bag right there. That is lifting our entire car almost 4 inches off the ground. So this is dope. Not only do we have the ability to drive super low, take some cool rollers, and have all the performance capabilities of driving low, but we can also air up the car and take literally any speed bump in the world. Now I know a question is gonna be, how do these bags ride? And honestly, I can't tell you guys that for sure. So I'm about 3 minutes away from the shop. I only drove on these things. What the hell? Yo, he's driving a side-by-side. That's so sick. Whoa. Oh man, that's sick. Oh, I want a side-by-side too. I want a lot of things. But I do want a side-by-side and a Grom and another car and a truck. I want too many things, but we're getting off topic. We're getting off track here. I know a lot of you guys are gonna wanna know how this thing rides, and honestly, I really can't give you guys an honest opinion just yet. I'm only about 3 minutes away from the shop. I don't wanna drive this car too much because I need to get in alignment. We dialed back some of the front camber so the toe is all off. I drove it and it was just pulling me all over the road, so I didn't wanna drive it too much. My honest opinion is that it literally rides like every other air strut I've ever had in my life. It rides just like the airlift, it rides just like the PSI. I think technology has come far enough to the point where all air suspension is comfy. This thing is pretty comfy. You can obviously dampen it and make it super stiff if you wanted to, and you can make it super soft if you wanted to. So you have all of that adjustability. We have a lot of work left on this car, boys. I'm gonna head back to the shop and probably end this video right over here because I have to weld up these quarter panels and all that good stuff, because the quarter panels right now, let me give you guys another look. Look at that. They are still just little flaps, nothing is welded, so that is the job for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Once again, 1,000 likes and I'll get a Grom/Ruckus. Not sure what, but I'll get one of them. Once again, thank you to Bag Riders for supporting this build. If you guys want to check them out, I'll leave a link down in the description. With that being said, I'm gonna end the video right over here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.